Hi, my name's Karen Kilner and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK, and you can find me at kkcardcraft.net. Today I'm going to be showing you what I made for the group that I'm in called Pootles and the card swap. So every new catalogue we get together, we all volunteer, we don't all have to do it, and then we get into groups and we send our group a card. So I've got 5 to do because there's 6 of us in the group, and I'll show you a little bit nearer. There you go. It's a thinking of you little note card. I've used the Memories and More note cards and envelopes, and I've also used the paper piercing technique to show off this beautiful gingham paper. There you go, here it is. It's in 6x6 squares, and there's 5 different colours. They are, I'll have to look at the book, bear with me. They are Balmy Blue, Daffodil Delight, Grapefruit Grove, Highland Heather, Lemon and Lime Twist, and of course the Whisper White for the background. So there's this nice small gingham check, which I love, and then there's the bit that's been all cut out there, and the bigger check on the other side. So I don't know whether you've noticed, but with one stamp on the gingham paper, I'll show you what I mean in a minute, you can make 2 cards for the leaves, and so that's one colour combination, if you like, and then this is the second one, so it's alternate. I've just used alternate colours, and then for the flowers I've just used the other 2 that I hadn't used on the flower. The stamp set I'm using is called Just Because, and it's a host set. So if you hold a party and you get £150 and you sell £150 or more, then you can be getting one of these host sets. And I've also used, what else have I used? These little metallic pearls just to go in the centre of the flowers. So they're quite a bit of a labour of love, but what I'll do is I'll show you how I started to stamp and cut these things out, and then I'll stop the thing, and then I'll I'll stop the filming, and because it'll get a bit boring watching me cut out all the leaves, and because it takes a little while. So I'm just gonna ink up my stamp even. Oh god dear. And I'm going to stamp. I'm keeping this flat, the card. It's got a score line in the middle, but I'm keeping it flat because it's easier to glue everything on. So I'll just pop that in the centre. It's quite a big stamp. You need the E-block for it to go on. There you go, that's lovely. And then you need to also stamp it. These are the bits that are left over from my previous one, so you could make a set of 6 cards quite easily out of 2 different coloured papers, well 3 different coloured papers. Yeah, it's quite versatile. So for the gingham bit, you don't need all the stamp. Oops. So I'm gonna stamp over, and because all you need are the leaves on that. There you go. Let me just bring this in a little bit more and you can see what I'm doing. So I've just stamped the leaves on the gingham. Do the same with the blue. There we go. And then with the green, all I did was, and as you can see, I've used this for the others, is the bottom bit. So I'm just getting some ink on the bottom bit, and then just making sure it's on the paper. There we go. So I just need to cut that out. Oops. So let me get these away for the moment. So when you're fussy cutting, you need to get as close to the black line as possible. Now I don't know whether you can see, but there's a white edge on this stamp here. I'm not going to keep that. I'm going to go to the first dark edge like that, and then what you do is you try and keep it at the end of the, in fact I'm just going to cut that down because it makes it easier if it's a smaller piece. So, and then you just turn your paper like that. And then I went to the line. I didn't go to the back line. There we go. And just twiddle the paper around. Oops. Twiddle the paper around, she says. And then turn, and it's really good fun doing these swaps, because, and there you are, that's all cut out, because it's lovely to make them, and knowing that your fellow demos are going to get a copy of what you've done, and it gives them inspiration. And the cards that I will receive, obviously I'll get 5 different cards, and they do give you inspiration, and it's lovely to see, you know, you've got a whole catalogue to choose from, and it's brilliant just to you know, see what everybody else does, and it's lovely to receive things through the post. We call it happy mail. Yay, we like happy mail. So then you've just got to cut out, oops, sorry, that's not on camera. You've got to cut out, it's a little bit fiddly, so you've got to cut out all these so because I've just got the one card to do, what I did before was I cut out all the bits, and then I put every alternate flower in a little, every leaf in a pile, and because what I'm going to do is cut out every alternate in the Highland Heather, and then I'll cut out every other card, so in every other leaf in the Balmy Blue. So I'll see you in a few minutes once I've cut it all out. There we go, so I'm back again. I've done all that fussy cutting, as you can see, it's all there, and I think I've put it in the right order. Whoops. Oops, sorry, let's just bring it down again, sorry. There we go. So the next thing we need to do is glue these little bits on. To do this I need the assistance of these tweezers, because it's quite fiddly, and what you don't want to do is get glue everywhere, so especially on the card. So what I've done is I've used a bottle, the liquid glue, but it's a well-used one, so it doesn't it's not like a new one and pours out, because if it pours out it goes all over the edges, and then you'll end up with, I know it dries clear, but you get that shininess Oh yeah, so what I did was I just popped a little bit of glue, I just squeezed a little bit, and then I just spread it out just so that it doesn't go over the edges. And I started with the pot, and I used the tweezers to pop it on the card, because you want it to get, and I'll just bring that down again just so that you can see me. Just lining it up, and this liquid glue is good because you can maneuver it around so that it's in the right place. So basically all I've got to do is stick all these little bits on now. Oops. As you can see, it's fiddly, but I've enjoyed doing it. I quite enjoy sort of the fussy cutting angle sometimes, because it's, you just sit and relax and don't say anything to anybody and concentrate. Whoops. Get it the right way around, girl. So this is, as I'm filming, we're in the second week of January. So I thought I'd get this one done so that I can send them out, so that when I do, so that I know that by the time that this goes out, they'll all have had their cards. So I know that this won't spoil their surprise. We've got, because everybody has till the end of the month to send their card. And so what I'll do is at the beginning of February, I'll show you all the cards that I've had sent to me. Oops, that's a bit overboard. Oops. Let's get a bit of, anyway, just wipe my fingers. There we go. So that one belongs there. I've got them all mixed up. Look. Yeah. So I'll show you what I've received, and put photos of all the ones that I've got, and then I can share that, and then I can tell you who's made them. That's what I like about, because we all love to share our ideas. And there we go. It's looking quite pretty, isn't it? Well, I thought it was pretty, and then I was going to leave it like this, and then I thought, oh, I know how I can use the other two colours by putting some flowers on it. And now we've got these lovely little punches in the Spring and Summer Catalogue. That's one of them here. It comes in a pack of, is it 3 or 4? I can't remember. I'll have a look in a minute and show you. And there we go. I hope this isn't boring you too much. At least you didn't have to watch me cut them all out. There we go. And you can see it building up. If my arm wasn't in the way. I can't find my silicone mat anywhere. Hence why I've got a scrap piece of paper, because you start gluing and you get stickiness everywhere. There, whoops. There we go. So instead of colouring, you can send out the paper and colouring it in with the paper, and I really like that. And it's something that I learnt years ago, and I decided I'd have another go fairly recently. Right, so just need one of each of the colours there. And then I'm going to get, bear with me, I'll just get a start, put it away, and I shouldn't have done. I've just got a bit of a foam mat, and I'm just going to make sure I've got the right one, right way round. Yeah, it's the small one I want, and just give these little flowers a little bit of definition. There we go. And then I'm going to put on the metallic pearl embellishments. And the great thing about this, in the catalogue, and I didn't know whether to use, sorry, well that's okay, is there's some little flower embellishments as well there, and I could have used them, but I just wanted to show off all the other gingham, and it's all in the same, they're all in the same colours as the paper, and they're really sweet and lovely. And then all I need is some glue dots. Let's just bring this out a little bit again. Dink. There we go. Just need some glue dots, she says. It's not working, and I've got a hair now. Ugh. I'll just put just do that one there, and oops, there we go. Thinking of you. And then I'm going to fold the card and give it a bit of a burnish. And these will be going onto the post today. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this card. And if you want to buy any of the products, there is or even know what the products were, there is a list in the description bar below, and you can also visit my website at kkcardcraft.net. So take care, thank you, bye.